What's up guys, back in today with yet another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with the chapters Blood Flow of the Dead Parts 1 and Part 2 from volume 19 to finish off today. Really excited for this. We'll just kind of read myself up on what happened last time, but it was only yesterday I did read it. We ended off with a really strange segment with Casca. Again, at this point, is she a witch? Like, what is going on with the demons? They actually kind of again protected her at the end of the last one. Oh, I did skip a chapter there. We had this nice little segment with Isidro, Luca and Guts, of course, but yeah, Nina, she was quite the star of the last reaction as well, wasn't she? Again, I haven't, as I did mention, I read that yesterday, but it was a week ago for you guys that I did read this, so I haven't read what you guys have had to say yet. But she was quite the star of this chapter, wasn't she? Giving up Casca. Well, she didn't even really give up Casca. She wanted to say something, but she just, again, just too frightened. Just her state of mind just didn't allow her to act. Yeah, then we had this interesting segment with Serpico and Farnese as well. Again, Serpico making that slightly weird look he makes sometimes. That kind of dubious look. But yeah, this guy also was a bit of a star for last episode for me as well, to be honest with you. I really actually quite like the humour with this little guy. And again, we know he's not really a kind of bad guy. None of these guys are. They're just, again, just unfortunate humans with bad circumstances. Again, a bit like Nina, in a way. But yeah, there was certainly a strange ending here with this Iron Maiden, wasn't there? Very strange. Like, again, I mentioned this yesterday. Why would they not just kill her here? I did bring up the fact that every time they could kill her, they seemed to do something else. So, I don't know if that has any kind of impact on kind of story in the future. I guess it might, but and I always thought Mozgus was a demon. Is he just another unfortunate human as well? Because the fact that he's kind of surprised at this, and maybe he's surprised because there is something strange going on here. Maybe he is a demon, but he doesn't even realise like what is going on here in a demonic sense. I would have thought that would have been the case, him being a demon, if he was. But again, there's plenty of questions, isn't there? As we ended off with this shot right here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these new chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And let's get into it, guys. Let's hope see this explained at some point. The blood flow of the dead. I mean, that was a bit of a blood flow of the dead, was it not? What we saw there with Casca, a load of dead people's blood taken over by demons. Okay. Yo! It's huge when you see it up close. It's more like a citadel than a temple. Shh, keep your voice down. What is it? What's this presence? And you know what is also actually a really good point about what I just said about Mozgus being a demon? I didn't even pick up on this yesterday. Sorry, but go back already. But we see Casca's. Sometimes I forget about all this stuff. We see Casca's brand kind of spark up and start bleeding quite heavily here, but it didn't bleed at all when she was with Mozgus. We didn't look at it. Well, we did actually. We did look at it. So maybe Mozgus actually isn't a demon, which is strange because he looks like a demon. He looks a hell of a lot like a demon. His kind of physique, his veined up face. But we have had signs, haven't we? One, the fact that we've never actually seen him do anything outrageously demon-like. And two, the kind of physical kind of when we saw him kind of doing the plank on the floor, kind of dropping down for God, his knees and such would actually kind of hurt real bad, and they did say it was a kind of a long-term kind of pain for him, which you wouldn't expect demons to to have. So he is actually human, isn't he? Right? But yeah, I didn't even pick up on the fact that this probably would have been bleeding, a demon being, I mean, touching almost the brand. Unless there's some kind of special exception, but yeah, I guess he's just a human is what I'm thinking for now. So yeah, apologies about that. Interesting. The back of my neck's oozing. An apostle? No. Stranger. This place is bad news. Stranger than an apostle. Oh God. That does not bode well, does it? Stranger than an apostle. Perhaps that, well, I say that's maybe the reaction to Mozgus, but again, Casca's didn't have any reaction, so what is that in reaction to? Something else here? Maybe the, well, surely his neck would have been oozing. I love that expression, by the way. Oozing. Well, that reminds me of one of my favourite Power Rangers villains, Ivan Ooze. I say one of my favourites. I mean, as a kid, I used to love that movie, the Power Rangers movie. I used to watch that religiously. Really liked it. But yeah, so is it? I was thinking maybe it's the kind of tentacle kind of eyes, the eyes that we see a lot of the time, but it's not even that, is it? Because he would have had this reaction in the Den of Evil, right? Or maybe there was a more kind of, again, I don't really understand how it fully works. Like, is it just like a sense of the area? If so, would that amount of evil in that Den of Evil kind of overpowered it, or kind of been closer, so he didn't recognize that? Again, questions. We'll see. Like I usually say, I usually get answered in the next page. Oh, what's that? It's a trash chute. That is no ordinary trash chute, Guts. That is where these people get their food. This is not a trash chute for these people. This is their life, almost, isn't it? Sad. Super fucking sad and awful, isn't it? So we throw a rock at it. This person's helping us? What the hell? Is this her connections? Did they actually pay off? I thought she was talking rubbish. I don't think that should be any help in these connections, but I guess so. What's going on? Neither of you show your faces. I know you're in a hurry, but if you cause a scene now, you won't be able to save anyone. Elaine. Casca, that is. Leave her to me. Yeah, she has got some pretty useful connections. Interesting. There's no way Guts is just going to sit here, though, is there? As we can see right here. Hey, haven't seen you lately. I brought some friends. Could I ask you to go get someone for me? Jerome of the Holy Iron Chain Knights. This is Jerome of the Holy Iron Chain Knights, eh? Oh no, she's asking this person to get Jerome of the... Is that the guy she was sleeping with, I guess? That we saw, that is the Guts kind of rip-off. Oh, so much? Huh? Did something just pass by? Stealthy Guts. Very awkward looking. Luca right here. Ouch. I mean, the heels aren't that pointy, to be fair, so not too much of an ouch. It's just your imagination. Oh yeah? This anxiety is getting stronger. Casca. So we have infiltrated. I'm not gonna lie, I remember the last time we infiltrated somewhere and it ended horribly. Ended bloody horribly. What in? they're here. Do you know what? If Mozgus is a human, which I think he is now, it would make a lot more sense. His kind of stance, I guess, his religious stance and his belief. I almost thought it was not fully a kind of facade, but there was some kind of, he knew more than everyone else. You know, the kind of real kind of, well, they're really kind of praying to and such. But again, maybe he does still know a bit more because he is Father Mozgus, but changes things slightly, in my opinion, the way I see it. I've got to put it into words, but here we are again. They're here. That just reminds me of that line in Poltergeist. I always thought that movie was directed by fucking, what's his name? Was it Scorsese? I forget. Who done Jurassic Park? I forget. I didn't actually know that till recently. It's actually directed by Tobe Hooper, the same person that made the bloody Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Why does it not come up straight away? Who directed this? Spielberg, that's the one. I always thought Poltergeist was directed by Spielberg, but I guess not. Like I said, I only realised the other day when someone actually tweeted it. I think they edited a poster of the Writers Association thing that's going on. They actually edited on there. Tobe Hooper was the one that directed Poltergeist, and I was like, holy shit, did he actually? Hard to imagine someone someone who started off with Texas Chainsaw, and then you see Texas Chainsaw 2, which is massively different. But I think I actually prefer Texas Chainsaw 2, to be honest with you. Again, a lot of my opinions are skewed by time. A lot of the people that were alive at the time of release probably much prefer the original, but I love the second one. Second one is awesome. But yeah, amazing that he's the actual person that directed that. Poltergeist not my favourite movie ever, but I'm not even going to bother with the remake that they made a few years back. Yeah, just an interesting fact there. And they're kind of like embracing her, aren't they? It's so weird. Are those? Stay back, please. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. Oh god, this is terrible. They're covering everything. On the ceilings, on the walls, and the cracks of the fucking floor. Not sure what's going on here. Reminds me a little bit of I can't remember. No, it's not Splice. I can't remember. Holy crap. That is a shot and a half. Fucking hell. All this like blood dripping down, but they're the unfortunate souls of the dead that these have tortured. I think that's probably maybe what makes these guys maybe even slightly scarier to these people than usual kind of demons. I mean, demons are usually scary enough, but these are the demons of the dead, of the people you tortured. These are the blood coming back of the people that you destroyed and abused. So these guys are going to be fucking... We've seen some of the demons kind of say parts of their kind of past life and kind of stuff like that. Ever so kind of briefly, if you know what I'm saying. Just like sentences about their past life every now and then, but these guys must be these guys are gonna be pissed to say the least. It's quite funny, these kind of drawings. I can't remember what they're called. Kind of faces on the walls are almost like just as scary. Yeah, like love some of these designs. This guy up here is really cool, isn't he? I love this shot. And there they are, still around Casca. Got their dirty hands around her. As everyone is absolutely surrounded. Yeah, it looks like some are like kind of forming into maybe the shape of, I don't know what that is. Got to feel bad for the fucking people getting tortured as well, sitting there while this is going on. Absolutely helpless. Ouch. Hungry. Cold. Yeah, this one said ouch. Like I said, I think maybe recalling maybe the last little bits of their life. Monsters? What are they? Oh crap. This guy's just holy shit. I just got disintegrated. Holy crap. Got assimilated and then dissolved within the body. Jesus Christ, what a horrible way to go. I mean, I guess it would be quite quick, but the pain all over your body there for those split seconds must be awful. Jesus Christ. Why are these guys all looking like MF Doom, bloody Dr. Doom? Is that a little reference, perhaps? All these masks. Oh dear. Sorry, guys. That is cool as hell, though, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Do not want to touch these things. Wow! These things devour people. Oh, wait. Don't leave me. Quick, Lady Farnese. Wait. Father Mozgus. Fuck Father Mozgus. So it's going to be really hard for a group of people to get out of this. It wouldn't be that hard if you were just by yourself, I don't think. I guess that's why Guts does things alone a lot of the time. How terrified this guy is, by the way. The eyes. The eyes of these guys. Fuck's sake, I've done it again. Sorry, guys. Do you know what? I hadn't done that for ages till yesterday. I'm lucky it goes back to like the first page of the next bit. Otherwise, I would have spoiled myself countless times. These guys are terrified, aren't they? Father Mozgus, it is dangerous here. Impudent witch. Yeah. I don't think slicing these guys up is going to do too much, is it? Wheeling these guys. This guy does like his wheels. The main entrance is no use. Let us escape to the chapel. Look at Casca. Really just getting enveloped by these, aren't they? But again, they're not consuming her, they're not killing her, which is, again, oh wow, they have now. Again, I don't think they're doing it to kill her. Like, what the hell is going on? Maybe, just maybe, like with Guts' presence, and we've seen a lot of stuff to do with Griffith / Femto and the religion so far, haven't we? Maybe that's the presence we're feeling here. Maybe there's some intervention from Femto, perhaps, and the directives of these souls. Maybe they're not directed to kill right now. Maybe they're directed to capture. Again, maybe it's Femto perhaps putting down a order for these not to kill her, but again to capture her alive, so he can. As we've heard, this it's going to be very similar to the last eclipse. To maybe do something similar. Sacrifice. Oh, sacrifice, sacrifice. Oh, good. Cass. Yay! Yeah, get away from there. Get away from that park. Yeah, she's been enveloped, but like I said, she's not actually getting dissolved. As she gets fully kind of again assimilated. I'm not sure if that's the right word to use. I was word used quite a bit in Alien. Probably dodgy looking guy as well. Well, they all are, of course, but just like kind of a mummy getting mummified by demons. No. No! What in the world is happening? Vice Commander. Well, they made it out okay. That guy is still absolutely terrified, and you can't blame him, can you? Anyway, to higher ground? I will explain afterwards. What did Guts just do here? He just take her and chuck her. You see her kind of get pulled around the corner here. I guess he just takes her and fucking chucks her. But it does look like Sir Pico has noticed, as you expect. You! Why are you here? Guts looking nasty in this shot, isn't he? Or squinted eyes, or dark eyes as well. Where's my companion? Companion? You mean that witch? So you are following her? Answer. Ah, okay. So what's going on with this? But she's speaking as if she's got a knife in her mouth, of course. The Grand Torture Chamber. No. What was that? I don't know how to go about saying this. Stick something on. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The underground torture chamber. Torture chamber? I don't even know what accent I just put on, by the way. It's pointless to go now. What? It's the basement. Overflowing with that. So you can throw up. Would you just say it? I don't know. It shouldn't exist. Those things can't exist. Come on, funnies. 3 times now. 3. That's yeah, I guess that works. 3 times. Bloody hell. Come on, funnies. A lot of people deluding themselves in in this arc, isn't there? A lot of people. There must be another way to the torture chamber, right? Show me. No. Who'd want to go near that again? Jesus. Sorry, but move your ass. I'm about to break. Hey, isn't that a song? One step closer to... Yeah, so pretty sure it's a Linkin Park song, right? And I'm about to break. You say them. It's got the same kind of tone. Sorry, but move your ass. I'm about to break. I used to, I recognise that song a lot because I think it was on one of the Guitar Heroes. I used to love playing Guitar Hero back in the day. I think it was on one of those. So I played it probably at least 100 times, I imagine. And that is the end of this chapter. Felt really short, didn't it? Felt really short. Quite a bit going on, of course. It looks like we're going to be taking Farnese as a slight kind of hostage / guide again. To go back here. Oh dear. So yeah, not really too much in the comments as we go back to Nina. I'm no good. Sorry. Birth ceremony chapter. Blood flow of the dead. Sorry, guys. part 2. Do you know what? Luckily enough, at the end of last video, I started luckily it was at the start, at the end should I say, sorry. I started hiccuping for like 3 hours. It's horrible. Again, lucky it was at the end of the video. I think I did do one, maybe a few months ago, where I was just hiccuping pretty much all the way through. I'm no good. I really am a no good person. Again, I don't know if I believe that. I can't say that's true. I mean, if that's true, then a lot of people have done it again. I was going to look at that at the end of the episode anyway. A little bit of a spoiler there. Not really. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if I can fully agree with this, because like I said, I think if you are a bad person, I think that 99% of the population's bad. She had good thoughts. Sorry guys. She had good thoughts and good intentions, but she just couldn't act upon it. As we've seen, she's been here, there, she's been everywhere, her mind's been crazy. I think she is a good person, just again in a terrible circumstance, as with a lot of people in this series. Great people, good people, kind people, nice people, people that want to do the right thing, but put in a situation where that's impossible. People that want a good, nice life, but that's impossible. Again, kind of brings you back to a little bit to that end of the last chapters. I'm not sure what to call it, because it's the same arc as this one, but with Jill and Rosine. Again, absolutely love that panel with Guts and Jill at the end. There is no paradise. There is no perfect choice. There is no fully right decision here. I couldn't bear the one nail on one finger. One more night. Then. Even at a time like this, I'm only worried about myself. Thanks to me, right now, Elaine is. Yet still, it hurts. I don't want to die. Do you reckon Nina's going to be like I mean, this looks like quite a bit like an egg. But this could just be for artistic reasons, but do you think Nina could be the kind of Griffith of this kind of eclipse, of this kind of rip-off eclipse? You know, I did say right at the start she doesn't look like Griffith, but again, it could be a very big red herring, if you know what I'm saying. Get out! Get out! Hurry, it's already coming! Up! Escape upwards! Prisoners! Just leave them! What? Like the demons are close to Nina. Excuse me, has something happened? Hell, monsters! The monsters are coming! What? What? Underground from the torture chamber? Please, open up. I thought she might actually be happy about this, considering the demons kind of saved Casca and Nina last time from the cult. But they are monsters. Oh, wow. Oh, someone actually opened it. I thought she broke through for a second. Who is this then? Please open up. Jailer! No! It keeps getting louder. It's coming closer. Somebody! Somebody! Eee! She face first. Oh, arms first, which is lucky. She did go face first. That would hurt like hell. She has got. Look at that. I don't think those arms are doing much to to help her. They look like the size of 2 of my fingers. Eee. So Luca. And there's the guy, the knockoff fucking. I hope Guts meets this guy. To be honest with you, I want Guts to not. Well, I don't exactly want to die, but I want Guts to show him who's boss, if you know what I'm saying. How quick Nina runs back to that little corner. Yo, girlie, you're alive. Found you. Luca! Luca! Sorry for the wait. Save the mushy stuff for later. Something's really weird here. The entire tower's like a beehive someone smacked. It seems something happened down in the torture chamber, but I don't know the details. Oh, that's a good analogy, to be fair. Like a beehive someone smacked. Kind of is. Well, thanks to that, we were able to get this far. Hey, what are you doing? Let me out. Open up. She's just releasing random people now. Probably not a good idea, but kind. So, a plan. Oh, I see. A plan. Diversionary tactics. Run! We'll use them as decoys while we escape. Yeah, it's kind of kind, but also kind of helpful, I guess. Actually, you know, I might not look the part, but I am a heretic hunter. With a face like that, you do not look the part. And got that square Ash Williams jaw from from Army of Darkness, you know, the one where they drag it down. Say what? You're an accomplice now, man. If you turn on us, I'll tell them all sorts of stuff about you. Damn kid. I'm sorry to wrap you up in this, Jerome. Go nuts. Looks like I've really lost my edge. But oh well. It's a rotten duty anyways. Now my mind's made up. And you know what? I feel like now you've sealed your own death. I feel like that has sealed his death. He's made up his mind on the future. Never something you want to do when you're currently in a horror movie, especially. This is obviously a horror manga, but same kind of rules. Well, I say that there are quite a few differences, but once you could never think about your future or confirm your future when you're currently in the midst of an awful situation. Never makes for good news. Maybe going wrong for the sake of a woman is more in character for a libertine like me. Jerome. I really did get him wrong. Maybe we all did. I mean, we've always known he doesn't like this job, haven't we? But I'm still not the biggest fan of this guy. Of course, I mean, he's not massively kind of written. He's not meant to be a massively kind of written character, is he? But looks like Luca's come around to him quite a bit. I mean, you'd hope so after shagging him however many times. But as a person now, more than before. All right. That said, it's goodbye to the Albion. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but there's one more. Yeah. She's my money rider. Nina. Where's Elaine? Elaine's in the torture chamber. But right now, the basement's put down, Nina. Every time she she could help. Every time I really understand why people hate her, because every time she could help, every time she could do something really awesome, she kind of continues to be stuck in that kind of box, almost kind of dark box of wanting to kind of escape. Is the way I see it. Again, I kind of envision her. It's a bit like the Collector movie, if you guys have ever seen that. Like someone stuck in a. I mean, it could be anything, but someone kind of stuck in a box trying to escape, and you could do something nice, stay in that box with someone else maybe, but no, you just do everything you can to claw away and kind of escape. And again, it's perfectly understandable, but again, you can understand why people hate it. This would be prime opportunity for maybe some kind of redemption, but every opportunity for redemption just comes another kind of failure in the eyes of some. I don't. He's probably in the basement. Let's go now while it's clear. This way. What the? The rumbling darkness. Holy shit. That's cool as hell, isn't it? Again, I love to see this in like a movie or animated nicely. Just kind of like, I can imagine it like being so beautiful. It'd be so hard. It'd be so hard to animate and to actually like do a great job with this, but it would look so fucking good. Just imagine just the kind of squirm and kind of little darkness kind of moving. You could create a lot of tension and such. Like this is like prime fucking material right here. But again, it might be too good, if you know what I'm saying. It might be too good material, like kind of puts people off, I imagine, from actually covering it, seeing what other people have done with the adaptation. And also the source material being as good as it is, it probably again puts people off perhaps. Yeah, again, I love to see this kind of moving. It's always been a problem with me reading in general. I feel like it's less the case in Berserk, just because again, just how beautiful the artwork is and how it makes it so kind of 3D and you can really visualize it a lot easier. But in general, with manga and reading in general, I've never been great at again kind of making a scene kind of move in my head and kind of recreating it. And again, I can very much easily see that done here. I could see this kind of this darkness kind of again just approaching, and then it does a really good job at doing that. But again, I'm not sure if it's I think it is a me thing in again just not being able to fully kind of comprehend the story in a kind of picture manner in my mind. Sound is so stupid. But again, it's yeah, just a problem I have. Again, I much prefer kind of watching again anime and movies and such. That's the thing. I love that in terms of my entertainment, but in terms of learning, I am much more. Again, I'm really not like a visual learner or anything. I'm much more a kind of like write it down, and I'm not a study guy either. Just I don't know, just a bit of a kind of maverick. In if I learn something, I'll learn it kind of first time, writing it down and kind of trying to understand it, wrap my head around it. If I don't understand at that time, it's unlikely that I will understand it. Yeah, that is awesome, isn't it? Wow, fucking hell. These really went to town down here. Bloody hell. Everyone got melted. Again, there's could be so many legendary scenes and shots. I imagine a real good live adaptation of Berserk. That would be insane, wouldn't it? That would be insane. Again, I don't think it's ever going to be possible unless you make a kind of Harry Potter kind of. Even with Harry Potter, they covered like a book, a movie. With this, you'd have to probably a fair few volumes, maybe a. Well, we've seen them do a movie of the Golden Age, and it took 3 movies. So I think there'd probably at least be like 12 movies or something, right? And they'd all have to be successful in their own right to continue. I think it would be impossible, unless you really get the quality. Like you really need you need a lot of money, you need top level talent, top level practical effects. No fucking CG. well, actually, I don't mind CG if it kind of enhances stuff, but again, just imagine that. I hope that maybe happens in our lifetime, but again, I'm not holding out for it. Place is empty. Oh, not really. It's just full of bones. Full of bags of bones. Jesus. I mean, at least some of the torture victims out of their misery a little quicker. That's one of the only kind of solaces here, isn't it? Although, again, like I mentioned earlier, probably would have been extremely painful for that couple seconds to get fucking melted like that. But the whole room was flooding. This smell is putrid. It smells like blood. It did this? Casca. I thought that was going to be a little demon in there for a second. I mean, it kind of is. Little Puck. Rattling away. Good job surviving, Puck. What are you doing? Donning heavy armour to mow down the enemy. I snuck in here so I could rescue Casca, but then they showed up and dyed the whole room. What about her? What about Casca? Casca was swallowed up by them. Ah, but something's weird. The other humans were instantly dissolved, but Casca wasn't. And though she was swallowed, her presence never vanished. Again, very interesting, isn't it? Like I said, I feel like there's some kind of femto play or something here. Definitely. He's safe, probably. Definitely. What is this guy doing? Mumbling to himself. You still can't see him, eh? Yes, you can see him now? Then where did she go? It's like they came out of everywhere, but there was one big spirit, so I think she's in that. What? What is that? So it looks like she is slightly moving on east, doesn't it? Slightly more disbelief in her religion and her doings and her past beliefs. Example being that she can now see Puck. This way. No way. Right, so she did see it that time as well. I didn't think she didn't. I didn't think she saw it then. Maybe that's not just my memory, but no, wait, I remember that. Wait, where did I? That's right, it was then. Puck's eyes burnt. Okay, interesting. Again, I didn't even think she I didn't even think she actually saw Puck then. I guess she didn't acknowledge him. Hey, you can do what you want. Just don't get in my way, or I'll kill you. Wait. Oh shit. There's still some little guys down here seeping up from the cracks of the floor. Pretty handy for them, isn't it? Pretty handy for them. Wait for me! Oh, funnies. So what happened to these guys? They made their way up to the chapel, hey? Looks like the big men are holding down the door. They're sweating big time while doing so. Again, I'd like to see this guy's face again. He's so cute, isn't he? Please step back. The door will not hold. We have nothing to fear. Now is the time for our faith to be tested. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. How is this guy not a demon? How's this guy not a demon? I guess he's not. He's just a square head. Like a perfectly square head. I guess it's a bit more of a rectangle, but I mean, look at the sharpness of the edges on his head. No human. Well, actually, I do lie. I have seen humans with heads like that. Our mouth shall not call out for God to save us. Faith demands our rule. I devote myself gladly to this trial. Repent, thou dead. Holy shit. That's a shot. That is a shot and a half, isn't it? These guys getting overpowered. You know, it doesn't happen easily. What's going on with this giant saw? Oh, these guys are holding that. Well, that would have been a pretty good idea to. I mean, I still probably wouldn't work against these demons to put that kind of across the door, and then when they broke through, to kind of maybe put together and cut them. But like I said, I don't actually think that would even do anything. But it looks pretty well positioned here, doesn't it? Didn't notice that. Look at Mozgus. Repent, thou dead. These are the same guys you tortured to death, who you made repent with their lives, and you're asking them to do it again in death. Oh dear. But like I said, it kind of changes the way I see Mozgus and his religion now, kind of realizing that he probably is human. It is through death that we espy faith. There's that fucking face again. So yeah, here's that thing, and it's taken another form here. Got some horrible legs. Like frog, almost women looking legs. Like a mixture of frog and women legs. It's kind of ball. There's many tentacles. I reckon Mozgus will get turned into a demon. That would be pretty scary. And again, maybe this is the presence that got sensed. Or maybe he did just sense the giant darkness that is this thing. Probably more likely he just sensed this thing. That's a cool shot here though as well, isn't it? But yeah, there are the eyes. Looming above Mozgus. That's a cool shot. Fucking Mozgus. This is through death that we espy faith. And that is the end of the volume. So yeah, thank you guys for reading along with me. Like I said, I will just have a little look at the artwork here. It's nothing again, it's nothing major. Oh wow. Oh, is that Nina? It looks like a kind of depiction we've seen of Femto / Griffith. It was my initial thought. Interesting. Maybe my initial thought was right. Maybe this is... Yeah. Again, it kind of reminds me of Nina and the hair. But again, it also reminds me of little depictions we've seen of Griffith throughout the time. The scar bleeding quite a bit there. That's a really cool drawing, isn't it? I'm guessing this is while she's inside of... Interesting. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, some lots of really nice artwork today, wasn't there? Lots of really nice little pieces with the darkness, especially this one here. This shot right at the end was brilliant as well, wasn't it? bursting through. Again, imagine that scene. That would be fucking insane. But yeah, look cool as hell here. Bursting through the door. All these, I love that all these bricks in between. Look really cool, don't they? Yeah, some this one as well. This one was fucking great. Like I say, though, it'd be so hard to actually make this. So hard. Casca getting enveloped. Yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Like I said, quite a lot of questions, quite a lot of theories. I imagine you could kind of come up with about, again, the demon's intentions with Casca, and if, again, who's behind it. Perhaps maybe there's no one behind it. Maybe Casca is along the lines of a witch or something. Very much doubt it. But as I've been saying with Mozgus, I thought he's a demon this whole time, so that could be right. But yeah, some really great scenes today. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys liked, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Oh wow, interesting. We'll just read some comments quickly. This one's about Jerome saying he's a great character. I mean, again, he's not really a great character, but he's a good guy is probably what they actually mean there, isn't it? He's come to show that he is actually a pretty good guy. And they said he's going to cry. This person says they're going to cry if he dies. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure his death is all but assured now, right? More Nina hate, of course. I can't really. Oh, there we go. No, not really else much here, but yeah, some more Nina hate, of course. Like I said, at every turn she seems to make a decision that viewers are gonna hate, doesn't she? Let's say I don't know here. Luckily, she got saved, to be honest, by this guy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Before I sneeze, thank you, and yeah, have a good rest of your day.